Hi guys, it's Nia from Nia's Craft Corner. So this is my first YouTube video, so I just thought I'd show you a little bit of what I'm working on at the minute and do a little quick book review. Now at the moment I'm working on this one by Hannah Lynn, so I'm just working on that with the Prismacolor pencils at the moment. I am doing that as a colour along with a lady off Facebook, so when that's finished you can see that on my Facebook page, Nia's Craft Corner, or my Instagram, which is also Nia's Craft Corner. So as I say, I'll post that up when that's finished, so I'll just take that to one side. I'm also working on at the moment, I've just recently purchased the Johanna Basford 16-month calendar. So at the moment I am a little bit behind with it, because obviously it started in September and obviously now we are on the 1st of November, so I'm a little bit behind because I've only had it a couple of weeks. I've just started colouring up a couple of those pages, so I just wanted to show you those. So obviously front cover, nice little butterfly there, just done that one with some gel pens and the Ergosoft pencils actually, which I was really surprised at how much I like those. Joanna recommends those along with her books, so I bought those. I can't remember where I bought them from. I think it was Amazon for about $8.99, and those were really good, but I will go through those in another video. And then obviously you go through and you've got a nice little sort of monthly calendar page, and then obviously at the moment I'm just working on this page here, which I'm not far off finishing. I just need to do the background and do these little pots and things here, which obviously I might try and finish those today actually, because I really enjoyed colouring that page with all the different greens and things, which I use like sort of gel pens, Prismacolors, Ergosoft, and I think those were the only ones I used actually, just those three mediums. So as I go through, as I say, I'll just carry on and keep showing you those as I go through, but I've got quite a few pages to actually finish now before I even get to where we're up to, because I was hoping to do like one a week along with the actual calendar, but as you can see there's one page per week and there's one image per week, so this is where I need to get up to, so I better hurry up and get on that. So but anyway, we'll put that to one side. Now I received this in the post the other day. I ordered this offline off a lovely lady called Kim, who runs Foxter's Design Den. Now she has two books out. One is called now let me remember what it's called. One is called Doodles in the Den, which I haven't actually got, but I do plan to get. I will order that I think, but I just saw this one and I really wanted it. So if I open it up, so it's decorated really nicely with this lovely sort of washi tape. It's really nice, the box, and it's really nicely packaged. So if I open this up, I got a really nice note off Kim actually, because I explained to her that I was starting up a YouTube channel and she left me this really nice note inside, which I thought was really nice. It really touched me, so thank you Kim if you're watching. So this is the book, so we'll get rid of that. It's called Faces of the Zodiac, and I love doing faces and I love learning about hair at the moment. So I saw this and I thought, you know what, I really want it, and I really want to perfect like the whole shadowing of the cheekbones and all the shadowing around the hair, and I really want to get into like doing all the lips and things, and I really want to perfect the different styles of hair, so I thought this would be absolutely perfect. So I went through, let's just go through this. So obviously you open it up and you've got the sort of the starter page, which has got the same sort of design as what's on the front cover. And then it's sort of printed on quite some nice, quite thick paper actually, which I think you'd be okay doing with pencils on that. I'm not sure about pens, you'd have to probably put a sheet of paper underneath that. You go into this page and it's just a little bit of a welcome page, and a little bit of sort of Kim's group and videos of tutorial videos about how to colour certain pages, because there's a lovely lady called Claire that does colouring tutorials. And then you've got your This Book Belongs To page, which you can obviously write your name in and do all your different shades and things. And then obviously there's this lovely page with all the different symbols on it, which is really nice. And then we get into the signs page. So obviously you've got the Aries here, which is the ram. So she's obviously put the ram horns on there. But again, you've got the skin, you've got the hair, you've got these beautiful flowers, you've got butterflies. And then you can even practice with your background if you wanted to. You could just colour this middle section, or you could make up some sort of background there because it is nice and plain with her. So you could play with that, which would be really nice. They're all like that all the way through. So again, Taurus, you've got your nice horns, and then you've got your little sort of skull in the middle, skin and hair and flowers, and it's just such a beautiful book. Gemini, I really love this page. I've seen this advertised a few times on Facebook. A lot of people have coloured this, and it's so beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to give this a go. So you've got sort of the sun and the moon, and you've got like all the sort of the cloud through the middle, and then you've got two ladies with two different hairs that you could play with, two different shades, two different types of skin. It's just so beautiful. It's such a nice image. So you've got Cancer with, obviously you've got again another lady with the pearls in her hair and the shell and a little crab. You've got all this lady's got ponytails, so you could obviously practice with that. Again, you've got different types of flowers there. I think this would be quite nice in like some nice reds with a nice red hair. Be lovely, that. Then you've got Leo, and then you've got an animal thrown in. So we've got a nice big lion skin here, which we could throw in, colour that all, and you can practice your fur. If you like to do fur, you've got all of that to practice with there. There's a nice little dream catcher in there, and there's a nice little sunflower which you can play with. And again, Virgo is a beautiful image. I can't wait to play with this one as well, because this one's got angel wings in it, and I love watching people colour wings. Now, it's something I've never done, and I have it in this image here as well. So I have sort of avoided doing the wings because I'm a bit scared of them, but I will get to it, and I will do it next. It's my next bit to do. So that's another bit I really like to tackle. Then you've got Libra, so then there's some nice sort of diamondy sort of things in here, so if you can sort of do a bit of practice about diamonds there. And then obviously you've got the sun and the moon, and obviously this lady's got buns, so it's again a different type of style of hair to colour, which is great because she changes the hair up each time. So if you're not very confident with hair, it gives you a bit of a different variation on pages. You can do different styles, different sorts of colours, different shades, different angles and things. Then we've got Scorpio, which obviously we've got a lovely lady with sort of some wavy hair here, nice big lilies. I love colouring lilies, they're so beautiful. I love doing them. I learnt about those in a sort of colouring class that I do online called Kit and Clouder, which obviously I will go into at some stage. But she is a wonderful, wonderful artist, and she teaches you how to do things in such a beautiful way. And she taught me how to colour lilies, and honestly, they're so beautiful. And obviously you've got the scorpion on the shoulder there. Next you've got Sagittarius, and now we've got another thing thrown in where we've got feathers. Now, I've never coloured feathers, and I don't really see a lot of images with feathers in, to be fair. But again, that's something that I'd love to do, because it's again about creating texture and different light sources and that sort of thing. So again, that's something I'd love to do, and that looks like it's got sort of like a cloud background there. I don't know if you can quite see that. I'll just bring it a bit closer to the camera. You can just see there's some nice little sort of lines there which look like you could do like a nice sort of cloud effect, which would be lovely. And you wouldn't even have to do that necessarily with pencils. You could do that with like chalk pastels, or pens even, or sort of some sort of inks or that sort of thing. You could play with that and see what you could do with that. Then we move on to Capricorn, which obviously you've got another two beautiful horns to play with. Now, these have got some nice mandalas in them, which again is a nice way to maybe get your gel pens out and do like a little bit of detail on those. I've got some really nice Arteza gel pens which have got like a nice little glittery effect in them, and they'd be really nice for that if you did maybe that in sort of a nice subtle colour, and then sort of made those stand out with your nice glitter pens. That'd be really, really nice. You've got a nice clock in there as well. And then we move on to Aquarius, which again is the water. So we could, the water bearer, which we could do again, a lot of water coming out of there, so you can practice with that. You got a lot of waves, and again you got sort of a nice cloudy background again, so you could practice that, but it's more of a swirly background on this one as opposed to the last page. Sorry, I'll just get a bit closer. You can see these are nice swirls, so you could maybe do a bit more of a like a sort of a swirly cloud. You could do a different effect with that. so and see how you go with that one. And then we've got my star sign, which is Pisces. So we've got the nice fishes in there, and there's some nice shells, and obviously there's a nice she's got her hair plaited in this one, and she's got a nice side fringe, so it gives you an opportunity to practice your shading on the skin, doing sort of around here and around the sort of the fringe area. And again, there's some nice sort of plants in there to practice with as well. And that's not all. So after that, you move on to these. Now she's separated the pages and used the same images, but she's took the words away and just kept it as facial, so you can practice on those. You can obviously use them as images, but these would be nice again to practice your skin and your hair, because it's just the image, there's no background or anything, it's just the image. So we'll go through those, and obviously they're separated into this is obviously an A4 page split into two, so she's put 2 images per page. Again, it's just such a beautiful book. There's just nothing about it that I don't like. It's so pretty. And then we've got another one of the ones that was at the front there at the back as well, so you can have a little bit of a play with that. It's nice and done twice, and that's a lovely image. I'd love to do that in I think I'd like to do one in pens, one in pencils, just to see the difference that you can do, because I think that'd be really nice in a really bright pens, maybe glitter pens and gel pens and that sort of thing, and then do it in a really nice sort of soft sort of pastel pencils. That'd be really nice, really soft, like use all this like she's done a little bit of grayscale in there to sort of blend that in together. And then obviously you get to the back page and you've got a little bit about Kim as well. So she tells you a bit about herself, that she was a designer and illustrator, and then she's obviously got into the colouring book business. So she is just such a talented lady. She's got this here as well, this picture as well, which obviously you can colour of her, and that is the main picture on her Facebook page, as well as her Instagram and her YouTube page as well. So you can look at that image as actual photograph as well. And then I think that is it. Oh no, it isn't. So you've got your test your tools pages as well, which is great, because you can see what your pencils or pens or inks or anything like that will come up against this page. You can practice them on here and practice your blends and practice your different things before you actually put them onto the pages. So you've got 1, 2, I think it's 3 of those. Yeah, 3 of those as well. And because there's a lot of skin tones in this book, Kim's actually given us some little ladies here, so we can practice the skin tones here and actually write down what we've used. So if we use pencils, pens, you know, anything like that, you can write your different combinations down before you put those onto the actual ladies in the book. So you can actually test your skin tones first, just to give you a bit of practice first. I think you've got 2 pages of those, yeah. So you've got 2 pages of those. And then obviously you've got a bit more detail in there as well about Kim, and then you've got all her pages at the back. So that's her website. She's also got a Facebook page, Twitter page, Pinterest, Instagram. She's all so you can buy these off her Etsy shop. So she's got an Etsy shop. This is where I got this from. So it's called Fox's Design Den, so you can get that off her Etsy shop. I think you can also get it, I'm not sure if you can get this one off Amazon. I don't think you can at the moment. I know you can get Doodles in the Den off Amazon, but I don't think you can get this yet. But her Etsy page is amazing. So go on her Etsy page. She's got this. She's got Doodles in the Den. She's got some sort of printable pages as well, which you can download. I know I've seen her calendar going on there at the moment, which I've got my eye on to sort of do a printable calendar for next year. So I've got that on the list. And yeah, it's just a generally really, really good page. So just have a look at that and join her Facebook group as well if you get this book, because loads and loads of people on there and post up really good progress pictures. So you can sort of learn from that, see where you go, learn different combinations, different sorts of things. So yeah, that's it. That's my video. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think, and thank you very much. Take care. Bye.